I had to go for a little bit of a walk because I was getting too pissed off about, nobody's doing anything, right? Like, nobody is willing to talk to somebody next to them because I'm just thinking, like, I don't even know, to be honest. I feel like a fucking idiot right now. Because I don't even know what to say. I'm just so, like, my mind is stewing so goddamn much about everything that just happened in the past hour that it's like fucking giving me a headache. I just can't believe that. So, my mom and I were talking, and, we're talking about, like, saying something, right? Like, if somebody's hurting, or if nobody has ever said anything to this person or a person or, whatever, like, shouldn't you say something, right? Because if we keep pushing it off to the next person, who's gonna fucking say it, right? Like, this person that we were talking about is, like, very undervalued, right, in everything that they do. And, my mom's like, oh, it's too, like what you're talking about is too deep. And it's like, okay, well, what if they've never fucking heard that before, right? Like, what if they've never heard any words of affirmation, right? Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's too deep, so I'm not going to say it. Like, no, I'm going to fucking say it, right? Because I'm going to be the only one saying it. Because you don't know if somebody has even, said that to them in their life. I mean, it's just insane. It's insane that we just keep, even as Americans, we keep pushing it off to the next person. And it's just, it's insane. I have no other words for it. Because you have no fucking clue what is happening in somebody else's life. And I can't believe we're so, like, afraid to be like, something has to be said to somebody, right? Because, like I said, you just don't, you don't know if they've never even heard, like, I hope you're having a good day. Like, everything's so surface level anymore. I wanted to be like, hey, you are seen, right? Like, if nobody else sees you, I do. And my mom was like, oh, like, that's too deep. And it's like, no, like, not really, is it? I mean, is it? Because, if nobody's seen them, then shouldn't we care, right? Shouldn't we say it? Because I'm not gonna sit here and be the person who doesn't say it. Because if we keep not saying shit, then we keep putting band-aids on the problem instead of just ripping them all off and fixing it and addressing the wound. Like, it's just gonna keep snowballing and keep getting worse. It's just insane to me. Oh my God, I'm, like, starting to come down now from the fucking adrenaline of just getting so mad. Like, that's so insane. I couldn't even imagine being like, oh, like, I'm not going to say something. Like, you know me, right? You've seen my videos. Excuse me. Ooh, you see my videos. It's all just, like, saying the most blunt shit or, like, right to your face, stuff. Like, I'm not going to hide anything and be like, oh, like, I'm not going to say that because it sounds too, like, straightforward. Like, no. I'd rather you hear that than somebody else give you some bullshit. Because we were talking a little bit about, work salvation. And, like, nobody told me that my works would not save me. I just was in sorrow for 2 years of my fucking life, right? Until somebody told me. So we can't go through life not saying things to people, right? Like, if you see somebody in Walmart and they're really trying the hardest, be like, hey, listen, like, I see what you're doing. I really appreciate that. You are a value to society and you mean something, right? Because, once again, who the fuck's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Because as Americans, we keep pawning shit off to the next people. And this is fucking us all up. It's fucking up the whole country. It's just really frustrating that nobody wants to have the bravery Because it's really not even that brave. You're not dying, right? You're not dying. It's just nobody wants to be vulnerable and be like, hey, you know what, I see you, or, thanks for thinking of me, or like any of that. Like, nobody wants to be soft. Everybody wants to pretend to be so hard. It's like, okay, you want to be hard? Okay, here's a gun. Like, if you want it, like, just give them what they want. You want to be hard? Okay, be miserable the rest of your life. Instead of just laying down your own emotions and your own ego and being like, okay, like, thank you. I really appreciate that. Every time my grandma and I and my aunt, go out somewhere, I'm always like, oh, thank you so much. Like, trying to give encouragement to the people that are working for me. In a sense, they are, right? I mean, I'm basically paying for their services. So why would we not try to be so thankful and helpful? Or even like I was saying, this person is being like very courteous, like going above and beyond what any person should do. And then, my mom's like, oh no, you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't that insane? Like, I shouldn't let this person know that they're doing amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so fucking retarded. It's so retarded. Oh my God. Yeah, like I said, the adrenaline's wearing off, so now I'm getting like, tired just from walking. But I literally had to walk because I was so pent up from just fucking rage. And because, like I said, I know where I used to be, right? I used to be that person, and I had to dig myself out of that. Besides this one guy that was very helpful out there on the internet, I had to crawl my way out of the trench. No, we don't pull the ladder up behind us when we get out of the trench. We help others up with the ladder, right? We don't say, oh, you got to find your own solution out of it. No, we say, fuck that. Here's the ladder. We're going to make your life easier so that, you can appreciate us and we can appreciate you. This I might even say this now. I'm really not too impressed with the whole, 250 years of America thing. I had sort of talked about that with my mom earlier too. Is that, why? Because I already know it's going to be a drunk fest, right? The whole country is going to be a drunk fest. And why are we celebrating when we are not the ones? In fact, we are the ones who've caused the downfall of America. So why the fuck are we celebrating? Right? No, we should be, instead, this should be a solemn reminder of how quickly we can lose ourselves. And this isn't even politics. Like, I'm not even talking like left, right. No, I'm talking like who we are as people. How quick it is to lose ourselves being narcissistic, and self-indulging, right? Oh, my phone cut out. Because, what was the last thing that we did, right? When was the last time that we actually did anything other than, just buy shit, right? That's all we ever do is just buy shit. We don't actually make anything anymore. The last time things were truly made was 80 fucking years ago. And I'm not trying to sound like a boomer or anything, but seriously, when was the last time we made something? So it's just so frustrating to see people be just celebrating something that isn't even us, right? We didn't do that. We didn't do any of it. So, like I said, it's just so annoying that people are just taking this in strides. I just know it already. I know they're going to be like that. I know everybody's going to be getting drunk and doing all this stupid shit instead of being damn, we fucked up. Right? Because nobody wants to self-reflect anymore. It sucks that I lost a lot of the audio footage. Because I was going on a roll there. I probably lost 2 minutes. But yeah, it's just really annoying. And we have a chance to bring it back. Right? This isn't just a kick down, a beat down session. We have a chance to do the right thing and be who we can be. Right? But instead we choose to be average. Right? So yeah, I mean, just try. Just try for me. Just try to be better, right? You know, even when you go out places, thank people, you know, really try to put a smile on your face, because sometimes it's not always the easiest, but at least trying will help, right? So, yeah.